Hi, my name is Stephanie Mall, and I am a registered dietitian and co-founder of the Miller Method. And I wanted to share some information with you today about why we like to measure resting metabolic rates, or RMR, versus using a prediction equation. As many of you know, Todd and I work together at a human performance and weight management lab, and we measured metabolisms on thousands of clients over our years together at the lab. And this particular information on this graph is from that lab. So what we did was we randomly pulled RMR results from our clients who had come in over the years. There are 50 clients represented on this plot or on this graph here. And then we compared their actual measured metabolisms to the predicted level. So looking at this scatter plot here, the red line that you see represents the predicted metabolism. Okay, so it would be 0. So if a person came in and had an actual measured metabolism that equaled their predicted value, they would be represented as a 0. They would be on the red line. Each little blue circle that you see is a client. And then the number inside the blue circle represents the percent deviation from the predicted value. So the predicted metabolism, just to refresh your memory, it's an equation. So you take your height, your weight, your age, and your sex, and you put it into one of the many calculations that exist for predicting metabolic rates, such as the Mifflin equation or the Harris-Benedict equation, and then you get an estimated number. Okay, as you know, that is an estimated number based on some of the other criteria that we're entering into the equation. There are other factors that affect actual metabolic rates that are not represented in the estimated or predicted equations. So what this scatter plot is showing you is how much variance exists in people's actual metabolisms compared to the predicted values. So again, each little blue circle is a client. The number inside the blue circle represents the percent deviation from the predicted value. So there are only 2 people out of the 50 here that have metabolisms at the predicted value. The lowest one that we have was 19% below the RMR, and that is right here. That's 19% slower than the metabolism was expected to be. And the highest one we have that is on this chart is 38% faster than the predicted value. So as you can see, it's this graph here really shows how scattered actual metabolisms can be. What we've discovered in our experience is that things such as diet, calorie intake, thyroid function, hormone levels, protein intake, and training, the type of training you do and the intensity at which you do it, are all factors that play a role in what your actual metabolic rate is. So as a result, because of this data that we've discovered over our years, we will never use a predicted metabolism on any of our clients. If we are working one-on-one with people and we are trying to establish a calorie goal, we will always measure the metabolism because it gives us the actual calorie intake that is necessary for that individual person to support their baseline metabolic need. Remember, the resting metabolic rate takes up somewhere between 60 and 70% of the total number of calories you burn in your day. It is what is necessary from a calorie intake perspective to support your body while it's at rest. It doesn't account for any other lifestyle or structured exercise that you may engage in. It doesn't account for lifestyle behaviors. It doesn't account for the calories that you burn as a result of eating your diet, the thermic effect of food. So all of those other things will make up the rest of the calories you burn in a day, but the metabolism accounts for the majority of the calories you burn in a day. And so to establish a calorie goal, we want to get that number right for each individual person so that we can help them achieve their goals. And that is really why we hope that every practitioner and every individual seeks out using the resting metabolic rate measurement as a standard of practice versus using a prediction equation.